What is up, our Will Feel number one fans and viewers? This is Scott Casey Gale, Will Feel number one, and today I'm going to give you my recap and review of Mayans M.C. Season 2, Episode 8, entitled Kulkulkan. And it was directed by Allison Anders and written by Sean Trader. And it was yet a really fantastic episode. Only 2 episodes left this season. So okay, let's begin with the recap, shall we? Here we go. Leverage. Which, as much as Easy and Angel Ways have been living out from under the thumb of U.S. Assistant District Attorney Lincoln Potter for much of Season 2 of Mayans M.C., they were reminded of the obligation to him when a call came in, summoning them, both of them, to a meeting. After arriving and dealing with Potter's typical double-speak and meandering, he finally gets to the point. He wants the Ways brothers to provide him proof that Miguel Galindo is running a double cross on him while simultaneously working with the rebels and Los Alvardados. He can't be sure how deep this betrayal goes, but he's confident that given the proper motivation, Easy and Angel will deliver. The motivation is a threat to deport their father, Felipe Ways, out of the country, considering he's living in the U.S. illegally. After changing his name from Ignacio Cortina, who was a violent criminal in Mexico, he also reminds Angel that he has his beautiful Adelaide in custody, and without revealing everything, Potter essentially hints that he knows how the baby she's carrying is the next generation of the Ways family. That means that the Ways brothers don't want the father deported and Angel to never meet his child. They will find the proof that Potter needs to root out the perpetrators who have been betraying him all season long. While Easy and Angel are stuck meeting with Potter, Miguel Galindo is orchestrating his own plans to get out from under his thumb. Along with some help from Palamo, the Mexican politician who Potter sees as a threat, he's able to track down the woman that his government handler cared so much about when he was previously stationed in Mexico earlier this season. Potter spoke Spanish while briefly referencing a woman he loved south of the border, and next to Palamo's research, Miguel was able to track her down. To add extra fuel to the fire, the woman's name is Sophia, and she has a child that's based on age, will probably make Potter the father. Miguel promises not to harm the woman of a child, but he plans on using this as leverage against Potter to either secure his freedom from the deal, or perhaps turn the tables on him and who holds the true power in this fragile partnership. I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to play out in the 2 remaining episodes. And then, Book of the Revelations. After handing over some members to Emily a week ago to have her do some research in the Galindo financial files, Easy gets a call to meet her to discuss what she's found. Emily was able to match the numbers and dollars amounts up to appear financial records tucked away in the Galindo archives, which leads to Easy to confirm what he probably already knew. Easy finally comes clean to Emily about the nature of this research after he discovered a hitman was hired to kill both his parents, Felipe and Marisol Ways. Only Marisol was murdered as the hitman, also known as Happy, was spooked and ran away before he could finish the job. But Easy had a feeling that it traced back to his father's previous work with Jose Galindo. Emily then reveals that she knew Felipe worked for Galindo after finding his photo tucked away in the mother-in-law Dita's bedroom. She can't help but wonder the nature of Dita's relationship with Felipe. At this point, Easy just wants proof to back up his belief that the Galindo cartel was responsible for his mother's murder, but Emily attempts to remind him that Miguel wasn't involved in his father's business before he died. And in her estimation, there's no way that Miguel played any part in this heinous murder, and until she can prove it, she's not handing over any evidence to Easy, which might lead to a blood war with her husband. Meanwhile, Dita goes to her therapy appointment where she once again emerges in a rendezvous with Felipe. She confesses to loving him just as he once loved her, but then Felipe turns his back on the relationship when he fell in love with Marisol. Dita then tells Felipe that this is the last time they'll be meeting, while asking him to reveal that he's actually Miguel's real father, of course. Felipe has nothing to gain but plenty to lose by telling Miguel this information, so he promises his former lover to keep things quiet. Later that day, Emily returns to the storage locker where all the Galindo financial files are kept as she digs a little deeper into those payments that were made that led to Marisol Reyes being murdered. As she digs through the checkbook, Emily finds that these payments were made through personal accounts, but even she can't believe her eyes when she finds the matching numbers to the ones Easy provided her. The two checks written out match in the exact amounts, and file numbers cross-reference with Easy's paperwork and the signature both belong to Dita Galindo. It seems her rage and jealousy over Felipe breaking off their affair and then fleeing to America with his new bride, she opted to get vengeance on both of them by paying to have them murdered. Emily can't tell this information to Easy because she knows he would erupt and potentially go after her entire family. She does manage to hit around with Dita about the past relationship she shared with Felipe, but the Galindo matriarch is quick to shut down her inquiry. With nowhere else to turn, Emily takes a trip to Felipe's butcher shop under the guise of buying steaks for dinner. When Felipe is wrapping the steaks, she quietly slips him the paperwork, providing that Dita was the person who ordered the hit on both him and his wife. Felipe is forced to fight back the tears that moment as he realized that Dita ordered him killed, but ultimately only murdered his wife as revenge for leaving her in Mexico. As Emily prepares to leave, she sees Miguel's car has pulled up outside. It didn't take her long enough to notice that Miguel was having Nestor report back to him wherever she was going, which led to the clandestine meetings with Easy the past few times. Unfortunately, Emily had no choice but to rush to meet with Felipe because she couldn't possibly pass the information along to Easy. Outside, Miguel's suspicions continue to go about what his wife was keeping from him, while he taunts Felipe for finding a way to always be around the woman in his life. Felipe answers back by reminding him that he's the only butcher in town before turning and walking away. Obviously, Miguel knows there's more going on with Emily and the Reyes family, but it's possible that he believes it's just an affair happening with ex-boyfriend rather than discovering that Dita Galindo was responsible for tearing the entire family apart. Either way, dinner at the Galindo house is going to be rather interesting tonight. That was totally shocking. I didn't expect Dita to be the one to have Angel and Easy's mother killed. Wow. I wonder how they're going to find how it's all going to play out. And then, the Reaper wives. The Santo Padre chapter of the Mayans get a call to attend a major meeting with with the heads of our local chapters along the representatives of the Sons of Anarchy, who are looking to finalize the deal that will get them out of the gun business once and for all. As much as it might inconvenience the club considering everything else happening right now, Bishop, Coco, and the rest of the leadership know how important it was to Jax Taylor to make this happen. They want to honor his memory by following out some of his final requests. The group sets the meeting for the Native American Lodge, where they meet with the Goodlander, the cartel, a season ago, and they can hopefully close the terms on this deal. Once they arrive, Easy is forced to deal with the fallout from earlier this season when he identified the leader of the Arizona charter, who was cutting the heroin to make a bigger profit, which then led to several deaths inside one of the prisons. Easy pointing him out forced the club to seek justice, which meant that the members had to die. Now two of the friends from the Tempe, Arizona charter are looking at Easy as a rat, but he finally gets his revenge when Coco gives him permission to kick the shit out of both of them. Meanwhile, the Mayans await the arrival of the Sons of Anarchy, which is led by President Chips Telford, along with Happy, Montez, and Quinn. He has some bad news to share with the group. It seems the Mendocino ports are closing down, which means the Irish have nowhere to bring their guns into the Northern California. That's why Chips needs to expedite this deal to find a new port, as well as shifting the responsibilities to the Mayans before the Irish get spooked and take their business elsewhere. Thankfully, Chips found an alternative by going for the MC in Tijuana, who control a part in Mexico. And they will bring the guns over to the border, where the Mayans will then pick them up for transfer and sale. Chips then reveals that the club is Bartos Malditos, the same club that invaded Mayans territory last week, which ended with 9 of their members gunned down after the club shut down their coyote business. Bartos Malditos are on their way to the meeting, but didn't mention anything about a beef with the Mayans when Montez brokered the arrangement. Chips believes this can all be sorted out for a deal that will see everybody at his table get paid. Of course, the leaders of Bartos Malditos are none too happy to team up with the club that just gunned down 9 of their members. The Mayans aren't much happier when asked to work with a rival MC, say that they had just recently invaded their territory and set up shop for a coyote business that just saw huge numbers of immigrants treated like garbage. Tensions nearly boil, but Chips is able to come up with terms agreeable to our side, including cutting into Samco's percentage to ensure his transition is smooth between everybody. And in the end, Bartos Malditos agreed to the arrangement, with the Mayans picking up the guns from them at the border and bringing them back to the U.S. As he prepares to write back to Charming, Chips tells Bishop that Jackie Boy would have been part of this that this deal got done, and every Sons of Anarchy fan wrote a tit that mentioned. Chips and the rest of the Sons of Anarchy write off with the deal concluded, so they can now officially get out of the gun business, or not. Later that night, the Mayans celebrate their new partnership. Bartos Malditos strike back with an orchestrated hit at the Native American hotel and casino. They start by throwing a Molotov cocktail at one of the bikes, which sets it on fire and brings the Mayans pouring out of the hotel. The Bartos then open fire with machine guns from an awaiting van at the end of the Parkway Drive. Inside, more Bartos burst through the doors and they begin firing weapons as well with Wiz taking at least 3 bullets to the chest and abdomen. Outside the Vatos continue to fire away by throwing another Molotov cocktail that catches Coco on fire, and Easy and the rest of the guys rush to put out the flames. Several security guards are also killed during the gun battle, which ends with the Vatos Malditos driving away in great haste. When it's all said and done, Wiz is barely clinging onto life, and Coco tells his brothers that he's gone blind after being burned by the fires. Needless to say, the deal brokered that day is dead, which puts Samco right back where they started, while the Mayans are certainly going to demand bloody payback to avenge their fallen brothers after the those Matodos double-crossed them. Wow, what a totally unexpected ending. I would give this episode 5 stars, a 9 out of 10, and an 8 triple plus. Really enjoyed this episode. So what's gonna happen? But now, I mean, what's gonna happen in the 2 remaining episodes of season 2? How is this all going to play out? And I was really happy to see Chips Telfer from Sons of Anarchy actually make an appearance in this episode, because he's definitely a fan favorite. Even though it's hard to sometimes understand what he's saying, it was really good to see him in this episode. And I gotta say, he's aged, but he still looks pretty good at his age. He now has grayish white hair, but he's still the same old Chips. And Tommy Flanagan does a very good job playing him. So what does this mean? So this is how the final 2 episodes of season 2 are gonna play out. I mean, what's gonna happen to Lincoln Potter? Is Lincoln Potter gonna be next week's episode because he was not in the and is he gonna be in the season 2 finale? I think he is, but I think something's gonna happen. Is Felipe Reyes gonna be taken to prison by Lincoln Potter? What's gonna happen from there then? And now that is Wiz gonna survive? Because Wiz took 3 bullets to the chest and abdomen. Or is he gonna die? I got a funny feeling that Wiz is gonna end up dying. Because it ended where he was barely clinging onto life, and now that Coco's gone blind. So how is that all gonna play out? So many questions are gonna be answered in the final 2 episodes of season 2, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. But anyway, I really enjoyed this episode. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that if Wiz survives or not. And what's gonna happen with Coco now that he's blind. Anyway, you stay classy, live long and prosper, and peace out. And comment up below in the comments. You can tell me what you think is gonna happen in the final 2 episodes. There's 2 episodes left. And will it be renewed for season 3, knowing that Kurt Sutter has been fired from FX? But he did say that he wasn't going to be a part of season 3. But I really hope Mayans MC is renewed for season 3, because season 2 has been amazing. But anyway, you stay classy, live long and prosper, and peace out. And I will see you Sunday night or Monday morning to do my Walking Dead season 4 episode 4 review, and we'll be back here next Tuesday night or Wednesday to do my Mayans MC season 2 episode 9 recap and review. Anyway, good night, everybody.